Smoke in, looking for a target. Pajkatt.
Die.
Oh, KingR stunned. There we go. Into the split earth from RMN. Looks like it's going to be a simple first blood, and the souls for Dendi up to 12 straight away.
Remember when you said they didn't run at people?
Generally. He's got him... Wait, hang on a second. Dendi has Wraithband plus Slipper. Is he going double Wraithband?
What's wrong with that?
Oh, I've just not seen it too often. As Miposhka actually gets found up at the top spot. Double Wraithband SF. That's pushing the tower. Catapult up, Edict level 2. That's a lot of damage going in as General is chased away towards the bottom rune. He'll find himself a regen. This NaVi push is coming in so hard as the Ogre actually finds the kill over onto that Rubik, and they've got this tier 1. It's sure.
Garrett thought say no to anime.
Say no to anime, dude.
Wow.
Oh, this is actually showing now?
Yeah.
That's been broken for so long. Say no to anime. It's the UK Dota mantra.
It's not drugs, dude.
Anime is drugs. General spun down, but the telekinesis doesn't hold him in place long enough, and there's no Sunstrike coming through until now. Ooh, Omni Slash catches him. In the meantime, RMN did find a kill over on Ghostik as he was trying to farm in the jungle. But General with Biver come in to hold that line, and the roll is available in 2 seconds time. The Jukes come through. They found another illusion and stunned it up, but oh, the roll away. Oh, the Spirit's back to safety.
Damn, what illusion usage.
Yeah, baits out with stun. Is Dendi going in on this? One raise hits, General chases. Again, Miposhka has a roll in a second. He's trying to juke it, but I'm not sure it's going to work this time. One more punch out from the Night Stalker finds it. Chappie as FaZe boots forward with a spin onto Dendi to slow him down. The TP. Oh, Dendi not quite going to get away.
Maybe if he popped the stick. That would have been.
Before the TP?
If he like switched into Agi treads, popped the stick, strange treads, and then TP'd out. Possibly. I think like maybe 60, 70 HP. Actually, no. Probably wouldn't have done it.
Oh, there's no spin. Juggernaut. He gets it off just before the split earth lands, and Chappie will count his lucky stars if he escapes from this one. The TP's come through with Ghostik. The stomp into the double edge. They found the turnaround. The Ogre fade bolted down, and Chappie with a double kill after what looked like he would die. RMN is trying to sprint away, and I think Miposhka is going to let...
He's having a good time. Why not? Well, the alternative would be Helm Up Dom. But he's got it so early. He can also get the levels a lot, too. I think the levels are particularly important on the bench because he's pushing with his team very often. So he's not getting solo. Yeah, he TP'd into that little nook. That's really what saved him. I'm not sure if they actually saw the TP there, too. General walks into 4 heroes stampeding forwards from Empire, and NaVi, the lead that they had, it's all but that kind of raw build that we're seeing more and more commonly. No more Rings of Aquila, no more, you know, I think we've seen Koikva go 4-staff a couple of times, but it's very rare as Chappie finds Dendi up at the top rune spot. Sunstrike's off the mark, and well, they've got the stun. Miposhka does cancel a TP at the very last second to secure that kill.
Well-gotten gains.
Downside.
Night Stalker, you want to be doing it in fog anyway, being off the map to sort of create that fear you're talking about. And TP up top, and they want to start something off onto Chappie. He's low HP, but the hoof stomp comes in with a Sunstrike, and down he goes. General TPs to try and find something there, trying to make action happen, but the TPs from Empire in level 12, double damage Venge, and up onto high ground they go. Aegis is still on Pajkatt for a couple of minutes now. Tier 3's dropping, and there's no glyph here actually. This might be a full commitment to take down the tower and look for shrines, but the blink, stun, Sunstrike off the mark, completely misses. FN seem to have no idea where the Vengeful Spirit was. And this does not stop NaVi going on through the roll forward. Miposhka in with the Magnetize, but he's immediately dead. Tornado catches 3, but it's not enough damage, and they don't have the sustain to continue going forward. Ghostik even popped his Stampede for that, and NaVi, again, these are just spells being thrown that are... They're not doing anything, so NaVi can just keep on going.
That kill was so rough because that actually gave earn charges, so now Venge has like a second life.
They finally find the Leshrac, so no Edict onto the ranged racks, which is what NaVi were looking for, and they will finally move themselves.
Might have been actually like a good kill target too, with Omni Slash and whatnot, but regardless, NaVi come out way ahead. I think being able to take on shrines this early is really huge for them, unless Dendi keeps dying.
That one doesn't miss, but Pajkatt, Aegis, is going to get popped here. They're looking to kill off Ghostik in the back, and they will. Pajkatt Doesn't have a swap, but take a look at where Chappie is. Slowed down by the Ignite, spins himself.
Does a little bit more than the Bloodstone Rush on the support. Just because I think in a team fight it's just way better. It's really good versus like the Magnetize on the Earth Spirit to dispel that, healing everyone up. And of course the mana I think is also fairly important versus something like an Invoker who could potentially EMP your team.
And when you have,
because he's deathly afraid of what's happening. He even had the Observer Ward, but look, can you click on that Observer Ward? You can't see anything with it. It's to the left.
Jump in, Ghostik, 2-man stomp, double edge general, Omni Slash down, but they've still kept themselves alive. This Bloodstone Leshrac is finally going to drop, and he will die, but a heal comes through onto Pajkatt. Ghostik is stood in the Roche pit, and down he goes. He actually had the Aegis, he snatched it. Somehow he took it, and now NaVi, they don't have that second life of the Vengeful Spirit. Miposhka going to get raised a little bit here, but Chappie always got him on lockdown. The BKB from Dendi will keep him alive a little bit longer, but NaVi have gifted a team fight win to Empire. I didn't see what happened in the pit, but somehow still died.
He didn't pop his BKB. He got, I think the Sunstrike hit all around the same time as the hoof stomp double edge.
Then they had like Tornado, Ice Wall, and everything inside the pit, but the battle kicks off again. Bottom lane, Tornado 1-2. There's Chappie Jugger. Oh, hello. Omni Slash through them. The stomp comes out again. Requiem wound up, but the spin. Chappie still alive. The swap back in. A couple of right clicks will finish him. And Jug with Centaur both dropping. FN fell back after throwing the Tornado. Didn't want to commit to the fight, but will be able to TP away. Sunstrike missing out on RMN there, it looks like. As Miposhka will...
And you don't really want to put your Bloodstone on the floor. It's like...
Your one item. He has one. Well, he's got Yules now, I guess.
He's actually very farmed now. So that's kind of nice. Yules can save him from like Omni Slash.
Whoa. What the hell?
Pajkatt's in.
Pajkatt just walks into the enemy base with a Shadow Blade and says, cool. Around the map, control things up even further.
So selfless Ogre. He's going for Vlad instead of Midas.
Stampede.
Oh,
the high ground. They've got the Axe to jump in as well. The stun, the Omni Slash, the combos through. Biver and General both screwed, and RMN turns the fight, but Chappie dodges the stun out with his Blade Fury. We'll walk this one off for now. FN looks like he wants to go back in. Pops the Alacrity and the healing wall's down. The stomp not going to land though with the BKB from Pajkatt. Turns the battle up against Chappie and now down he goes. A little bit too big for his boots there as a healing ward dodges a couple of attacks uphill, but the swap back onto Earth Spirit. Nice. I'll kick away and roll back to safety. Well, now on the Centaur.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's not fun.
You also should not be holding the gem as the Ogre.
Well, he'd given it to Nightstalker already. Nightstalker died back there.
Oh, he did? Okay.
He'd literally passed it to the Nightstalker. They saw the Rubik, killed the Rubik, and then they lost the gem.
GG. Blink personally, just because he's going to be picking people off that split push. It's really good at killing the Invoker. But Basher's pretty good too. I think Basher's probably better because Invoker has BKB.
RMN. Looks like he's in trouble. And he'll die. Also loses out on the Dire Courier, which had his Medallion of Courage on it.
Oh,
so Leshrac is going for it. Now he's going for the Solar Crest.
I bet he has so much regret about the Bloodstone too.
Oh, Ghostik.
The first Roche.
Miposhka comes in to save him. The 3-man Magnetize is there. The BKB from Pajkatt's through, but the healing ward's keeping Ghostik alive for so long. Swap back into the middle of the three of them will finally secure the kill and the gem. The gem, guys. The Earth Spirit comes back in, and Invoker with the EMP Tornado catches Pajkatt as well, and Juggernaut says hello. So Vengeful Spirit.
Where is Dendi?
That's a very good question. Dendi
is TP'd out.
Dendi is miles away. He's beacon. And now the third Roshan. Man, this has got ages cheese, and NaVi are not in position to contest this. Up on the high ground. Take a look where Miposhka is ready to jump on in, and he'll find the initiation onto Ogre, then he'll roll away. The swap is there. Pajkatt puts himself in a dodgy position, and now in comes Ghostik, the 3-man stun. Oh, this is great for Empire. The spin comes through, and Chappie, well, Tornado won't latch, but Juggernaut will finally lose the Aegis as Dendi joins the team fight with his BKB up, but he doesn't have a target to go on. He's got Requiem available, but now the BKB ends. He's stunned, he's chained, he's killed, he's dead. And another 2-man stomp from Ghostik finds the perfect continuation of this team fight. NaVi are crumbling and falling one by one. The self-fuels from this poor Leshrac.
Do you also think that's some fault of NaVi, though, not pressuring him while he's farming up the 4,200 gold for Ags? And Dendi...
Look at this!
Yeah, what is going on in mid? Dendi's BKB is already at 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what happened to 3 of them.
So's Pajkatt. Pajkatt's down to 6 seconds as well. It was exactly what I was just about to bring up.
Well, Pajkatt's been in the fights.
Yeah.
Pajkatt's been in like every single fight, I think, from them.
But they've bought these, relatively early.
Yeah.
And now they've
they didn't fight with it.
They've depleted all their charges. And if you're allowing FN to basically blink, oh, hang on a second, are they jumping on through? Pajkatt, there is his 6-second BKB. Dendi, thinking about the Requiem, he's going to launch it out, but Ghostik's there with a stun and the Ice Wall, and the damage is way too much. Dendi thought they were going to fight, but in the end, he just gives away the Requiem to the Rubik, and they have lost. Invoker.
There's a lot of right-click. I don't think it's the worst build.
No,
I've seen far worse builds.
Yeah, he's shown that it's definitely not awful, and well, they'll find the Ogre, but I think the big fight is kicking off in the meantime towards the back end, where they've found Pajkatt as well as RMN. Omni Slash comes through, and with a swap back, General is popped in. Pajkatt runs away, but he's given away the life of his teammate. RMN chases down Chappie, but I think this might be the beginning of the end here. Dendi BKBs up and tries to get to the top of the ramp. He will succeed in doing so for now because they change back onto the last track. Split Earth won't do a damn thing. And NaVi, 2 men remaining. Pajkatt and Dendi, they are the 2 core heroes. We have to go back and regen up Dendi with a shrine. And this is all or nothing time. A stun back onto Chappie, the swap is there. They've moved Dendi in and he's dead and gone. He has to buy back. The stomp comes through and Ghostik runs on through it as well. They've got so much damage between them. Chappie chases down the Night Stalker with the Tornado out as well. Omni Slash bounces back between them, looking for Pajkatt, but Dendi's BKB Requiem doesn't do too much. It's stolen away by Rubik, and he might look to turn with this. The blink hoof stop again from Ghostik. Requiem from KingR. The damage output's insane. The Tornado will finish off one. The Magnetize might finish off the second, but the Bloodstone heal keeps Pajkatt alive. But I don't know for how much longer, as GG is called and NaVi tap out a Sunstrike from FN. The final move of the game, it looks like, securing another kill over on the Vengeful Spirit.
That was looking so promising for NaVi.
It really was. It really was. First, like, what, 17... When did they take the tier 3? 17 minutes in? 16 minutes in?
When? 15.
15.
When
15,
did this music come? What was...
The endgame music?
Yeah.
It's always been there.
Maybe... Oh, maybe I just don't have music.
Maybe you have music turned off.
Yeah, maybe you have... I always have music turned off. I didn't know that was the thing. Oh, that was cool. Not so much. They had 2 urns too. One on the Night Stalker, one on the Ogre. So just overall, got to get that communication down. They actually played so well in the first 15 minutes.
Laning phase, boys.
Vengeance sounds like a sin, actually. It could be a sin.
Yeah, it could be. Well, Empire showing their resilience, knowing their timings, getting themselves up and running after a poor start. But this is game 1 of a best of 3, of course. So we'll find out what happens as we progress through the series. Game 2 coming up in a little bit. Oh, that would have been sick.
That would have been so sick. I don't know if you could have actually done that, though. I don't think they were close enough. But you always got to be on the lookout for those next level plays, man.
Is Pudge going to try and pull again? No, he's leeching experience mid. FN's gone back to Shrine up above. Things have slowed down a little bit, though, in this game. Until now, Sunstrike with a crush. Biver 1 hit away from death. He'll find it, and Ghostik will give his life away to Pajkatt.
Not worth.
Off lane for a support and giving Pajkatt gold and the haste into General. Firefly in 5. There are 4 heroes here from Empire ready around the mid lane. The trouble is Miposhka walks into General, Dendi and Biver. And even though Pudge is relatively tanky, he'll still fall flat on his face.
He might get Ghostik too. He didn't use his Firefly for initial jump. Oh, he got caught at 8 with 3, or sorry, Fury swipes, but...
It's a good enrage by Pajkatt, making sure that the Crush Sunstrike doesn't come through, and well, Sunstrike, it'll land between a bunch of them, but already Slaughter and Pudge are dead. The deny from Miposhka will take that gold and XP away from NaVi, but that enrage from Pajkatt at just the right time made sure that there wasn't the instant pop kill between Slardar and the Invoker. Now he's got his helm.
Yeah, he needs a shrine though if he wants to be able to do Roche, but...
Mid, Dendi diving in. He's gone a little bit too far, I feel, here. Sunstrike off the money, but they've got the 2 supports ready and available for FN to stand his ground and battle up against the troll.
He's probably really frustrated.
General. Up.
He's poor.
Making his way towards Helm, but you're right. He's, what, 1,000, 1,200 away from that Ursa's net worth. There's mid lane, Miposhka. Charged and killed. Dendi and RMN again pairing up on this mid lane to find yet another. Looks like the ping is thrown
Chappie
out.
also uses TP for that.
Yeah.
Whew.
I mean, it's a good 2,000 net worth jump, you know, over the past couple of minutes. That could have maybe been another 2,000 or 3,000 on top if they'd...
I would say maybe even more than that, because they would have been able to kill Lifestealer, probably kill like 2 heroes, maybe 3 at the shrine, and then go for a tower.
Oh, they could have got tier 1 mid and top.
Yeah.
Because they're taking tier 1 top just now already. If they're taking the tier 1 mid as well,
now
it's 200 HP.
Everything is falling. And Pajkatt, oh my god, he gets an easy solo kill. Rage is not going to save you from Ensnare.
The ensnare, the troll.
Hitting towers.
Centaur blocking the hook path as well. Dendi, he's got this. He knows what's going on. And now in goes RMN. They find Miposhka, ignite across. Dismember's down onto that Spirit Breaker though. It looks like he'll drop, but that's so much expenditure for just the support as Dendi dies to Chappie in the meantime. They've got the lasso back onto him, but look at this Pajkatt Ursa in the middle of the battle. The hook back to save the Lifestealer, but it's chased down by General's Bat. 1-2 punches. Pajkatt picks up a double kill, and the Centaur is 1 hit away from killing the Pudge, and he finds it. Dendi gets a kill from the grave with the help of his Dom creep, but tier 3 still stands, and NaVi saved up. The Midas is kicking in, pushing him up to level 12. He's tied up with the Ursa Warrior. Sunstrike comes in, but Dendi actually still alive. And the jump in from Pajkatt and General glimpse away. Ghostik trapped in with a stick in napalm, and that nasty old flame break burning through onto him. They find 2 for nothing.
Man, General's bat is so good. Somehow finds a way back in. Like on his Night Stalker, he's like wasn't sure where he should farm, what he should farm, what items to buy. RMN going in.
Yeah, Sack Storm's going to whiff as well, and Pajkatt has free reign in this fight. Enrages up, but the Deafening Blast holds him for a second. Dendi, in the meantime, has killed off Pudge. Once more.
They have a lot of good luck, like napalm the high ground. Actually, this tower is not that high on HP, and Dendi just decides to go for it with the DD.
The hook brings Lifestealer back. Sack Storm's onto Dendi, but this is a comedy of errors. Miposhka, the Sunstrike still lands on Dendi to kill him off the Dismember of the Bat Rider, but Pajkatt is ripping apart 1 on the back end. Ghostik is gone. In comes the Nether Strike, and Pajkatt rips apart the Lifestealer. Chappie's dead for 50 seconds, and another missed hook from Miposhka means that the continuation of this is going to be pretty disastrous for Empire if they want to keep on going. A glimpse onto the Aegis Ursa will bring him back, but RMN is waiting on the sides in the wings, ready to strike, but Pajkatt was actually outside of base. He respawns miles away from anyone else. And RMN, lasso in from General, blink forward, Pajkatt trapped inside the kinetic field though. He's got nowhere to run. The Cold Snap keeps him in as well, but the Enrage.
There is someone inside a Ghostik.
There definitely is.
Oh, they're going to play it safe.
Radiant Observer Wards watching out for what's happening, but they don't see Miposhka. Hook in onto RMN. General flame breaks back. RMN's already dead though, and they jump in, but look at that damage. Pajkatt shreds the Slardar. Chappie back on to Dendi. Sunstrike off the mark. Caught in the kinetic field, but the lasso's there. Great Tornado. In comes FN with the EMP down as well. The lasso expires, and Pajkatt with Biver up on the high ground decide it's time to retreat.
Has Basher now, so 4 out of 5 heroes can destroy him. Even Ogre Magi with Solar Glass. I actually think that's a big deal too. So that's 5 heroes that have a decent anti-measure for him. RMN dies on top lane. Looks like it wasn't a Lifestealer bomb. Not the biggest deal how fast they are. General seems to be pretty on the ball, so NaVi impatiently waiting for Roche, pacing around the pit, back and forth.
They jump the Pudge. That should be a simple kill, right? There's no one in the vicinity from Empire to actually stop this from happening. And Roshan is about to respawn to Helm.
And you'll likely trade that for buyback, which is perfectly okay. Okay, are they going to be able to get any kills? Biver.
The first tier 1 tower of the game for Empire. They finally kill a building. They get an Ogre as their free gift to go along with it. TP away. Further away, the Glyph is forced out as well, but this is why NaVi have the advantage. They're on the high ground. They've got their BKBs. RMN though is found by Chappie as well with Static Storm. He's dead. Well, this is big ultimates expended as Pajkatt pops the Enrage and turns the fight up against the Lifestealer. The Fury Swipe stacks. Getting built up here. Chappie lassoed as well. Dragged into the danger zone as Dendi slams him down, and Pajkatt, he's still pretty free to roam through this. Aegis available. The Ice Walls drop with the kinetic field down as well, but NaVi, they've got what they came for. The racks have fallen. With that glimpse back into the bash, Pajkatt, he turns the fight. The Lotus Orb's up on him. Chappie tries to munch through, but the Deafening Blast misses. The hook will land, and they'll finally pop the Aegis of the Ursa. The trouble is, they have lost a lane. and NaVi are ready to fight again. Here comes the flame break. Ursa's dying, he's very nearly gone, and they will finally kill him. No! He purges through the tornado, the hook will not land, and the cheese is there. He's healed up back to full, and he's in the middle of 4 of them. Chappie, he's got to chase this one down. Open wounds will finally slow down Pajkatt, but in comes the bash, in comes the damage. Finally, Chappie, with the help of FN, will kill off the Ursa warrior, but so much time behind the new UI.
But yeah, Ursa was just sitting there. He could have. Did he get any damage on the T3 mid? He didn't. Like, that's the perfect time to hit the mid T3 too. Okay, nice. Dendi's going for like the super safe kills. Displeased with his manliness this game.
Don't know if that's going to be enough as NaVi are on the rampage looking aggressively for a pick or a kill. The high ground held by Empire outside of their base. The Lincolns has popped and the Invoker is caught with a jump on in. It looks like they're going to bring down FN. He's taken before his time, and Empire, I think this is the end of game number 2. Both cores gone with no buyback, and GG is called. FN disconnects. His first death of the game was that. First death of the game because General popped his Lincolns with a 4-staff.
General made that look easy too. See, that's another thing. He was like really quick about, yeah, I know what I need to do. Blink 4-staff, lasso back, kill Invoker, GG. It's just like that. So simple. Give General his bat.
So simple for General. Quick on the fingers. Game number 2 goes the way of NaVi, and we're going yet again in the CIS region to game number 3. I think every single series has had a 3rd game for the CIS qualifiers. The playoffs anyway. But
Dendi did not have that much damage. He had 10,000 damage. That's very low. Even Chappie had more, and Chappie was getting bashed, greater bash, nether struck, and lassoed the whole entire time.
Charged,
yeah, it was awful.
Oh,
like, oh man, Chappie may be slightly tilted from how much they focus him that game.
Well, a lifeline for NaVi, game number 3 coming up, and the decider of this series to see who will face up against VP in the grand finals of the CIS qualifiers for the Kiev Major. I'm Gareth, joined by Merlini. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Splinter blast out from the Winter Wyvern, and wow, Kotl is, he is level 5. 5 minutes in.
That's keeper for you, dude. That's why I say you can't go wrong picking keeper. This hero's just ridiculous.
I guess he did have like a triple or a quad stack down at the bottom lane, right? He's cleared it out completely, while Pajkatt is just sat on lane, farming to his heart's content on the creep wave. RMN up at top, found by the Ursa and Ogre, and it looks like that will be our first blood. Finally.
Easy kill.
5.5 minutes in. It took a while. Both of these teams a little bit timid. Beat the fountain, sit there and wait. The shrines are just like unused for 20-30 minutes. I like using them. I don't like them being all bubbly and red.
Maybe they don't. They go to fountain because you use them all. Do you ever think of that?
Shut up, Ben!
Gareth?
Shut up! You're too logical. Go away. The jump in on mid lane, Wyvern. Looks like he's okay. Splinter Blast at the ready, and FN changed up. RMN, though, in a spot of bother as a Stampede comes through, and Chappie will help secure the kill for the Dire team. As Miposhka is blasted down by Biver.
They are not shutting down the Alchemist at all. They're trying to throw bodies at him, but Slaughter's ending up just feeding him a little bit more. Keeper's getting his farm on, though. Almost level 7.
Wrapping it on top lane. Ogre's looking for someone. FN there found the Kotl. Has he got ulti? No, he does not. A 3-0-3 build we so commonly see. Does not allow for the blinding light too early. Roshan's fallen to the Ursa. It almost feels like Empire have just had a free game at this point. Pajkatt, well, that's a good TP. Crush is there from RMN though. Nice attempt by Ghostik. He'll go back for the stomp, but Pajkatt turn. Oh, RMN very nearly dead to that Centaur double edge.
Yeah, the thing about it is they're able to use Stampede for
the boots of travel. I'll allow him to jump around the map a little bit more efficiently, but it's actually FN that's caught at mid. Has Enrage, and of course the Aegis. There's the Winter's Curse onto Dendi, but it doesn't catch anyone around him. The surge out from General allows Dendi to maybe run forward with the Iron Shell onto Miposhka. Chains again. The TP away from Ogre means that he's safe and happy back in Fountain. And all that aggression for nothing.
Empire playing a great keep away game right now. Ursa has not died. He didn't even lose his Aegis right there, and they're just buying time for the Radiance unless he dies right here.
Cold Embrace is there. Chappie can maybe armor toggle this off and on. No, he can't.
Toggle
Ion
through
shell.
double Ion Shell.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't think that's even.
This mid lane, they've been grouped up as 3, just waiting patiently. The mech from General's not quite yet done, and Pajkatt's been left alone mid for a little bit. He'll take the tier 1 with a rage. Stampede has already been expended. FN has killed off the Kotal, but it's Miposhka who will not be able to TP away. NaVi finds something in return, but the Kotal is worth...
Has 1,260 gold. He's 90 gold away from his Radiant. He might die here.
He's so close. He's got his chemical rage up. He's still got the duration on it. And now the concoction. Turn around. The wall is down. As the Cold Embrace onto the Wind Wyvern, but still dead. The Ghostik goes in. Double Edge kills himself. Dendi gets a double kill through Flame Guard. And FN chases General. One more swipe. Clapping down. Aegis going to be taken back and reclaimed by the big man, but I think this might be the death of the Ursa again. Yeah, he tries to battle through, but Pajkatt with Dendi, they've got more than enough to kite him and hold him in place. 3 kills to the good. NaVi find a 3-for-1 trade-off and keep their tier 1 bottom lane alive.
Dendi and the armor against Ursa helps, especially if you get Winter's Cursed. He's most likely the one to get Winter's Cursed, unless they're trying to stop the Lifestealer from attacking people during rage. That's the second most likely target. Eventually, though, he's not going to be tanky enough to TP out from anything.
Oh, they get a kill top lane, but Dendi's the one caught mid. Perfect timing there. Ghostik with the 2 others, KingR and FN. They smoke and they wrap.
I think the next Roche, I think they'll be in a really good spot.
FN nearly has his basher. Illuminate comes in. Nice little blink to dodge away from that. And this actually puts RMN into a position where he goes in straight onto the Ursa Warrior. Enrages there, but he's already low HP. The battle continues on the back, but they chase in. The Winter's Curse down, and Pajkatt forced to fight into RMN. Not quite killing him off. In the back end, though, Ghostik, he's dropping to Darkseer Kotal. He goes back in looking for maybe a double-edged stomp, but he's not going to get it. NaVi, they find a kill, and yet again defend this bottom tier 1. As Chappie
doesn't catch the Observer. He's just out of range.
Link Crush. Oh, look at the combo! NaVi, they've found them all. Ghostik stampedes, but they've only killed off the Winter Wyvern. In comes the Alchemist. 1, 2, 3 slaps down RMN Slardar. And what looked like a huge wombo combo that I really thought was going to kill maybe 2 or 3.
Back to mid. Alchemist is not there for the fight, but Ursa is heading on over. BOTs are up on the Alchemist in case they do want to take this, and he's already TPing in.
He's coming back. Roshan, half HP. Winter Wyvern. Observer Ward from the Radiant placed down and out. He's going to stun himself there. Sentry Ward will spot out. Yep, they've killed the Obs. Darkseer stunned. In comes Ghostik, killing off the DS. Pajkatt, though, chomping down on one. RMN in the background, and then comes Dendi. Kills off the Alk as the Chemical Rage wears off. And now Roshan might belong to NaVi as the Stampede comes out way too late. It's Centaur 1v1ing onto Dendi. Iron Shell is down. But Ghostik looks like he'll drop, and Roshan, in they go. FN was trying to solo it, it looks like, but Pajkatt with RMN, they've slowed him, they've killed him. Pajkatt gets another dominating streak for him, and Roshan will go the way of NaVi. Empire. One of the difficulties Empire has, right? Their draft is much more nuanced. Their heroes like the Wyvern are harder to play. NaVi, I don't feel they have any difficulties executing. It seems to be much easier for them to wander into a team fight, find an initiation, and just throw their spells in.
I agree. It's way easier to execute.
Stampede in. And there's the execution. Kill off Alchemist instantly. Ghostik does land his stomp onto Lifestealer, but the chase on the eastern side. Winter Wyvern's caught and killed, it looks like, as NaVi are starting to run rampant with this game. Miposhka, mana leaked up. Dendi, well, he's popped his veil down onto him. And Ogre, 1, 2, 3, down he goes. Pajkatt finds the final blow, and a mega kill streak goes his way. Tier 2 towers look like they will be forfeit, at least the one at middle lane.
Strong. You get the Aegis, Ursa's still really strong. By the time you get second Aegis, you're starting to fall off, and that's when Alchemist kind of has like Radiance, plus one more item. And then Ghostik is...
Oh! Oh, the first hit bash. Yeah, cool.
Mega dead.
Cool. Ah, he's gone.
Yep.
Another kill. 17-9. Oh, the lead is about 4,000 in net worth. Nonsense.
That's why Carry Wyvern works.
Yeah, I forgot about that for a second. There's no one else that really needs Axe on the team, I guess. Ursa's okay, but...
Ursa's definitely.
He might... I guess if he goes BKB, he can just have it given. There's no slot redundancy there, but Ghostik is...
Well, it's not slot redundant because
he's down on the low ground and Empire can't find anyone. Maybe they see the Kotal and he'll walk straight on into them. They see him now. They definitely know what's up. Blink, Stomp, Crush, dead. Kotal gone.
Or was the blinding light?
Maybe RMN gets caught as well? Nah, he's fine. Where was the blinding light? And Empire not having any of it. Dendi even blinks forward aggressively. RMN, are you going to go on Wyvern? Blink, crush, 2-hit dead? Yeah, simple stuff. Gem on the deck. Stampede used. Empire cannot go and reinitiate though, and FN back into the wall. They've got the BKB pop by the Ursa Warrior. And NaVi chains onto the Ogre. Alkalusion, but tier 3 at bottom lane. It's getting pounded. Glyph is used. Empire are coming in from the western side. They're going to look for this Kotl, but in comes General. Vacuum misses completely. Cheese popped by Dendi. Kotl's already dead. RMN chased down as well by the Ogre, but the Winter's Curse, it's down onto Lifestealer. Dendi does like no physical damage at all, and now they've changed up the Ogre and the Alk. The Cold Embrace comes in, but Dendi remnants forward, finishes off one. Looks for another. Chappie stunned. Bash. Pajkatt killing him off. Pajkatt's still alive, but the Aegis will be taken out of his hands. The high ground is held again by Empire. 21-11, your highest net worth hero dead. Ghostik goes in for the stomp, but no follow through. FN might have to save his Ogre here. The Vacuum back into Crush. The combo! They've got them! 3 of them dead. Godlike streak for Dendi. And Ghostik even with the Axe upgraded Stampede to get them away. FN with the Enrage will retreat back into the fountain. The chains catches 2 though, and I think Dendi wants to go in for more. RMN with another crush. And Ghostik, he thought he was safe, but he's really not. The Winter's Curse finally catches Dendi, but there's no one nearby to punch him, apart from the Darkseer, and another falls. The dieback from Winter Wyvern. 4 dead from Empire, and Alchemist, when he finally respawns, there's no one left to support him. RMN's playing this guerrilla tactic warfare style, jumping in, jumping out, looking for crushes, but FN with the first hit, Bash the concoction lands as well. RMN's going to sprint himself away from this, and he might just be able to. The Radiance is burning down, but Pajkatt comes in, bashes up FN, the Desolator doing work, and Dendi slowed somehow there, but still gets the chains, the Vac. Chappie forced back to his shrine, and Dendi finally gives up on the kill. Another Rax falls mid lane. What? Pajkatt.
He has enough armor now, I think, on the Ember Spirit to even survive it.
Maybe so. Pajkatt has an Abyssal. General spots FN. The Blink Stomp is there with the Concoction as well. The Darkseer's gone. Pajkatt wants in. Even after losing their big team fight hero, RMN with the Remnants forward. Hello, Dendi says goodnight. 2 heroes gone. RMN will finally fall, but look at Pajkatt being ripped to shreds in here by Chappie, as well as this Ghostik Centaur, and they do bring him down. Dendi's left alone. Doesn't have a leg to stand on as Chappie sprinting forward. Does Dendi have another Remnant? He does in a second, so he can throw this up onto the high ground somewhere, but he just blinks away. Somehow able to escape. Good chains again. Remnant across. Concoction will still land. Blinding Light is there from Biver, but in comes FN. Dendi's got no more escape mechanisms. Tries to slide chains to get away, but Dendi's gone now.
Oh wow.
NaVi, they lose a team fight next to their Ancients thanks to Empire.
Empire might get caught out here.
They've got Stampede. RMN smoking forward. Blink Crush, no Stampede just yet, and Ghostik is going to die before he can even cast it. The Winter's Curse is back over onto Pajkatt, and in comes the Alchemist, the buyback from Ghostik. He's got his Stampede ready, but he needs to get into this team fight. Dendi remnants in the back looking for KingR, and there it is. Ghostik pops his ultimate. General with a vacuum wall in the back end does a little bit, but not enough. FN is now looking for kills. He's found the General DS. Infest into a creep by Pajkatt. Chappie can't stick on a target, but FN is finally going to drop. Surely he dies, and he will. RMN also dropping on top of that ramp, and Dendi, and he escaped from this. A Remnant to safety could be enough to save him. Blink off cooldown, but no. Arctic Burn takes that one back, and General buys back. They want to continue this fight. Pajkatt sprinting forward. I think KingR is dead here. A few hits from Pajkatt once the Cold Embrace is done. Will be at the end of the Winter Wyvern. Ghostik, Mana Leak, Blink Dagger. Not going to be able to get you far enough away from Dendi and Biver, and General even comes in. The buybacks galore, actually, as Ogre wants to return to this one. But that's 3 heroes now on Empire without buyback available. Alchemist. He really wants to stun Dendi. He pops his Manta style, but the Abyssal Blade comes through. Pajkatt, a couple more chomps, one more, and he's got it. Buyback from the Alchemist is needed just to save their base. Empire, what just happened?
Throwing bodies left and right, dude. Ember Spirit is and is just kiting them all day. And they blew up the Centaur before Ag's ulti. That was the most important thing that fight. And where was the Winter Wyvern? Normally Winter Wyvern would be there for the Cold Embrace, but he just doesn't have any items. He doesn't even have Aether Lens for the extra cast range. He just could not save the Centaur.
No force and no blink or anything.
Cold Embrace.
It looks like Dendi's just cleaning up. Alchemist is the last man standing.
They can always just jump the backline with the Ember. That is, I think, the biggest problem in this game, that Ember was just able to bypass the Ursa, just ignore him, and just gun for the weak Winter Wyvern every single fight.
Just beeline for the Wyvern. Alchemist with this death.
That has to be game.
You leave Ursa alone, cold, tired, hungry, and dead.
GG.
And the Cubs stand no chance when their parents are gone. GG is called, and Empire defeated by NaVi, who make their way into the grand final of this.
You do. Sometimes you just have a complete collapse of teamwork and everything they have built upon in the first 15-20 minutes of the game. I think that Dendi played pretty well this game, but overall his early mid-game rotations are not particularly great. He farms a lot and then doesn't really do anything with it, which is unfortunate. It's okay if you're Invoker because you could just Sunstrike, but for a lot of other heroes it's not possible. This game, the Winter Wyvern really didn't do anything, and